What is going on, everybody? We're back and we're playing some more college football on Madden 23. So let's get into this week's matchups. This week, let's get into it. So we have 9 matchups for you today. Our first matchup is going to be between the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida State Seminoles. I don't know, throw a medium. I'm gonna assume, I think it was a 6:30 game. We'll go Dolphin Stadium. Yeah, that's good. Let's get it. Oh, okay, yeah, 4:15 is fine. It's either 4:15 or 6:30. I don't really remember. This was the first matchup where the Florida State Seminoles absolutely annihilated the Miami Hurricanes.
All that and more coming up next. The summer humidity has given way to an absolutely gorgeous fall afternoon here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns.
Here we go.
And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup.
Yeah, Florida State won like 49-3. They destroyed Mario Cristobal. I don't really know. I didn't really watch this game, so I don't really have much thoughts on this. Here we go, though.
Underway from Hard Rock Stadium. From the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver.
Dagger.
Really good completion.
Now second
Here we go.
11 from the 32. Back to throw again. Completes it to Douglas. Touchdown. A great
Ja'Kai Douglas.
32 yards. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Let's go, boys.
Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here comes Tyler Van Dyke in the Miami offense.
Under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on
Tyler
schedule for
Van
that,
Dyke.
secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm.
Here we go.
Capable of challenging any level of the
Cover one
defense
hole.
on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And
Nice.
he's taken down. A cheap sack. Multiple players combined for their team's
Cover
first
two,
sack
man.
of the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw here. Pass incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Nice.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Shit.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield.
Alright, cool. So that's game 1 done. Alright. Oh, yeah. Our next game, we have the Alabama Crimson Tide taking on the LSU Tigers. And guess what, baby? Medium. 6:30 Saints. Boom. The LSU, number 10 ranked LSU is taking on the 6th ranked Alabama. And the LSU Tigers fucking did it. They upset Alabama, baby, and knocked Alabama.
It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Denver Broncos on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Denver Broncos. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles,
did it.
you and I were going through our final
They
run-throughs at
upset
breakfast,
Alabama, knocked them out of the
tonight we're gonna get to
playoffs.
see a couple
Brian
of
Kelly
very
with an
good
amazing
passing
play call.
offenses.
The game went to overtime, and Alabama had the ball first. In overtime, they scored a touchdown. Then LSU got the ball. They ran one play. It was a read option with Jaden Daniels. Oh, never mind.
Take it in at the 3.
Hold on.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all,
And then they ran a read option with Jaden Daniels, the Arizona State transfer right there.
At the 34. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this
And he ran a read option, got a touchdown. And Brian Kelly decided to go for the win and went for 2. And they got a fucking play in. And LSU won the game. Tight end angle.
And then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look
Love his
there
right
because
corner.
as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
There he goes, right side.
Touchdown.
All the way home for a Broncos score.
Let's go.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it
What
right
a
now.
play.
2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed.
Keyshawn
1-2,
Booty.
end zone.
Now for the point after.
Boom. Boom.
got it. 7-0 Broncos. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Looks like anyways. Cool.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And
Bryce Young in the Alabama offense.
So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. Bringing him out is the pride of North Dakota State. Now in his 7th NFL season, Carson Wentz.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation.
Cover 6.
Turn this into an up-and-down game.
Ujulari.
Like basketball, where both teams press.
Here we go.
One team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Touchdown.
And he takes this one back into the end zone.
Mike Jones Jr.
Bronco defense has a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them.
Nice. All right, game 2 done. Miami we already did. Michigan State? No. Nebraska. Yeah. Our next game, we have the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. No idea. Sure. Minnesota, right? And I think it was a 1 o'clock game. Yeah, it was. Boom. I have no idea about anything that happened in this game.
It's in the
But,
game.
yeah.
It's the Cardinals and the Panthers, and it comes your way next.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers.
Nebraska and Minnesota. All I know is Minnesota won this game.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon.
Here we go.
Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis.
Turn middle.
CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive.
Tanner Morgan.
And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22.
Muhammad Ibrahim.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where
Kind of
you're
double
going to
slant
go,
with.
and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The long nickel's in there to take him down.
Y cross.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Dot.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here.
Beautiful.
The Cardinals 25.
Browns Stevens.
27 yards on the third down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Drive wheel.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up
Deep
a first
corner.
down. Morgan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield. But on
Z
this
spot
play,
and go.
I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Here's Morgan to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces.
Casey Thompson and the Nebraska offense, former the Texas transfer.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building.
Here we go.
Potential. They're sky high on what they
Cover
believe
two
he
men.
can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Thompson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Cover one hole.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Play action here, Thompson.
Oh, come
Get
on.
this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, Johnson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Call it a loss of 5.
Cover 3 flag.
To bring up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Nice.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Return middle.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward.
Right. 3, 6 left. Okay. Ohio State, no. Oklahoma. So our next game is the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the Baylor Bears. Throw it medium. Defend medium pass. Go Texans, yeah. Texans open at 1 o'clock.
It's Madden NFL 23
Yeah, I didn't
on
really
EA
watch this
Sports,
game.
and it's presented by EA Sports.
All I know is
it's
that
the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Jets, and it's all up next.
all I know is that Baylor beat Oklahoma.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Jets.
Here we go.
And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Brandon Gordon alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis and CD. In the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's
Here comes Dylan Gabriel and the Oklahoma offense.
I'm still trying to figure out
The
how
former
coaches and
UCF
coordinators
transfer.
can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field a defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game, and if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
Cover 2 man. Player.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield.
Let's go.
It'll go
Cover
as a
2
loss of
man.
a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Operating from the gun. Gabriel. Throw caught there by Willis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but
Weak
I
blitz
can assure
one.
you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time,
Cover
and
2
another
man.
first down. Operating from the gun.
Oh my
Gabriel.
God.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there. and
Cover 2
first
man.
down again. They'll run it now with Gray. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
Cover 3 club.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go with the option, coming right.
Oh.
They'll grab 3 yards
Cover
on the
2
play,
man.
taking it himself for the first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh.
And nowhere to fit that football
Cover
in.
the
It's
hole.
knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Gray. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Cover 2.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Gabriel. And this is going to be
downfield, but once they get their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is indeed good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be let out
here
by their
comes
second-year quarterback.
Blake Shapen and the Baylor Bear offense.
There's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Fights through it, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And nice run here early on. It then took a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Boom.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Watch this. Oh, okay.
First down, but it winds up incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Touchdown.
In the end zone.
Gavin Holmes.
Jesse James, 29 yards. And the Jets have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play. And when you have...
Boom. I see who you are. Oregon, no. Texas, no. Texas Tech, yeah. So our next matchup is between the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the TCU Horned Frogs. Third gate, I don't know. My notes I run. Another Texans. At 1 o'clock. Boom. I watched this game, and it was close, because Texas Tech is one of my teams. It was pretty close, I would say, at halftime.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans, and it's coming up next.
And then TCU sort of ran away with it in the second half. But my Texas Tech boys were staying in there.
We've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans.
Here we go. It was a Western Texas matchup. Lubbock versus Fort Worth.
Brandon getting gone alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. And I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation.
Here comes Tyler Show and the Texas Tech offense.
Ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And when you watch him play,
the Oregon
it just
transfer.
looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Cover 2 man.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh.
Over the middle, it's complete.
Luick Fungi.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right
Cover
off
6.
the bat, and a quick first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Cover 2 man.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. They'll look to throw.
Oh.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So here comes the Titans offense.
Here
They'll start
comes
with great field position.
Chandler Morris in the TCU offense.
Second-year quarterback.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Morris throwing to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Barber. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
Come back.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now they go screen, it's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown.
Monty Bailey.
From 10 yards out. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board.
Cool. Ooh.
Extra point forthcoming.
Boom. Boom.
And this is good. Our score is 7-0 Tennessee.
Cool. That's it. Was that 5 done? I think there's 4 left. Oh. Okay. USC no. Auburn no. Baylor. Okay, so our next game, we have the Tennessee Volunteers taking on the Georgia Bulldogs. Number 1 ranked Tennessee taking on number 3 ranked Georgia. Stetson Bennett versus Hendon Hooker. Falcons opened, and we'll go 4-15. We in Los Angeles.
In
It's Madden NFL
I did
23,
watch this game.
and the question is,
These
are you ready for
were
some
considered
football?
the two,
It's the New York
basically I would
Giants
say the two
and
best
the
teams
Detroit
coming into this
Lions.
country.
Coming up next.
The Georgia Bulldogs and the Tennessee Volunteers.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions.
But yeah, Georgia upset the #1 ranked team in the country, Tennessee.
Welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis.
Georgia was ranked #3.
Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup with...
Middle. Boom.
The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. From a couple yards
We in Los Angeles.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5
Here comes
yards.
Hendon Hooker and the Tennessee offense.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the
Cover one,
position,
Robber.
and he treats every game as
And
an
Jalen
audition
Carter.
for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
And he is brought down at the 22 after
Cover
a
one
gain
hole.
of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's second.
We in Los Angeles.
Operating from the gun. Hooker, he finds his man, complete. That's Warren.
Weak blitz
And
man.
we upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. From the gun on third down. Hooker, and that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Great blocking on the return. It springs.
And here comes Stetson Bennett in the Georgia
And the
offense.
Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
We in Los Angeles.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
This is what this man was born for. The big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career he's demonstrated
PAY drag
poise,
wheel.
no matter what type of situation his team was
Georgia,
in.
personally, I think they're the best team in the country
And you
now.
can tell in the way that he takes
With
the
this
field.
win over
His
Tennessee.
self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
And this is going to be
Did he-
caught. No, they set.
I thought that was for sure. Ooh, wait, where's Brock? Well, I mean, college rules, that would be a touchdown. But since we're NFL, no. Because he had 1 foot in, but
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again.
Yeah.
Bennett.
oh,
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
verticals wide drag.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Bennett.
Oh my God.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot.
Nice.
Couldn't connect.
No.
It's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come
I'm
through with a
not,
completion there.
Brock
Now a
Bowers.
drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
PA tight end seam. If I don't get this, I don't really care.
Now Bennett throwing on 4th down.
Brock. Mossing.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
We tried, Brock. We gotta go. I mean, it was technically a touchdown. If we were talking about college rules, that would be a touchdown because Brock Bowers got 1 foot in on the back line. So I'm just gonna count that as a touchdown for Brock Bowers. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been to go get it. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Alright, so our next matchup, we have the Indiana Hoosiers taking on the Penn State Nittany Lions. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang. No, we all gotta eat. And I have no idea what happened. Penn State, Philadelphia. My city depended on me. That's on GOD. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB. These Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Raiders and the Rams. All that and more coming up next.
Well, the skies are clear, the sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air on this crisp autumn day at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well.
That's whatever. I have no idea what happened in this game. All I know is Penn State. They beat Indiana. Penn State was 15th ranked, I think.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone.
Connor Bazelak and the Indiana offense.
The Raider offense now onto the field. And they'll be let out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet it before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
Blitz one.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The play fake, he'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Now back to throw.
There we go.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Touchdown.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception.
Joey Porter Jr.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone.
I want this ball because I want it on my offense.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll set up to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken from just outside the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And here comes Sean Clifford in the Penn State offense.
And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing to start the drive. Clifford on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Devin Ford.
Jarrett Stidham from 17 yards out. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score.
Cool. I think we have 2 games left.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world. I ain't never sell my soul.
Okay, Iowa. They played. No. Iowa State. No. Michigan. No. Minnesota we already did. Ole Miss. They're on the bye. North Carolina. No. Notre Dame. Penn State we already did. TCU we already did. Tennessee we already did. Texas A&M. UCLA. No. Washington. Hold on. Who did Iowa play? Iowa played Purdue, so no. Iowa State played West Virginia, no. Michigan played Rutgers. Ole Miss is on the bye. North Carolina played Virginia. Alright, yeah. So we have 1, 2. Who's Washington playing?
What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance on them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping get peace with his past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't.
Okay, so there's 2 matchups, yeah. Alright, cool. 2 left. Our next matchup we have is the Clemson Tigers taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Throw a medium, I guess. Notre Dame's in Indiana. Yeah, so Colts. Colts open, I think 6:30, yeah. Alright. So we had number 4 ranked Clemson taking on Notre Dame. Oh, they sort of have Notre Dame jerseys.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens under the lights on Sunday night.
And
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night
Notre Dame Fighting Irish upset the number 4 ranked team in the country, Clemson. I didn't really watch the game, but it was not close. Notre Dame fucking blew out Clemson. Yeah.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking,
here we go.
Tonight.
And also, Notre Dame might have just knocked Clemson out of the playoffs, because that was a big loss for Clemson. Because they were undefeated, right? And they just lost to an unranked team in Notre Dame, a struggling Notre Dame team at that. Here comes DJ Unawunglai and the Clemson offense.
And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. This led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position.
He's actually kind of look like Notre Dame jersey. That's sick.
Of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out
Cover
there.
one hole.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. On second down, Shipley, and he'll get a couple up to the 29. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
Nice.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Fucking DJ.
Take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So here are the Ravens with great field position to
Tyler
start out.
Buckner and the Notre Dame.
And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack.
Like
and they'll lead to a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll set up a throw. And they eventually get to it at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Chris Tyree.
17 yards out. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much, even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain.
Last matchup we have is going to be between the Texas A&M Aggies and the Florida Gators.
I hope y'all can nest double E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP.
We'll go Jaguars. Jaguars 1 o'clock. Boom. This game, I just know the Florida Gators beat
It's Madden NFL
the Texas
23,
A&M
and today's
Aggies.
clash of conferences is just moments
And
away.
Anthony Richardson
It's
had a
the
game.
Washington Commanders and the Cincinnati Bengals, and it comes your way next.
Okay, we don't really have time.
Originally opened in 1990.
Return left.
2 teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he will score.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamarcus Weston.
So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team to just score, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one into momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Boom.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a
Here comes
touchback.
Max Johnson,
So
the
out comes
LSU
Washington
transfer.
offense onto the field. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
Substitute. Cover 1, Robert.
Johnson now on 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. That's tough. You come in
Here
here, you
comes
dial up that
AR-15
pass
Anthony
play
Richardson.
on the first play from scrimmage and get him picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality.
Post-wheel drag.
You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
And that is caught, but the back judge